Phil.
Hey, Dr. Phil.
We wanted to show you a couple graphics. Here is a screenshot of a sonogram that Marie says is allegedly her fetus.
Right.
She says that she's 12 weeks pregnant. We weren't sure if this was even her sonogram. So this is a 12-week-old fetus. And then we talked to two doctors. They looked at this sonogram photo. They think that she's around 20 to 22 weeks pregnant.
If that is hers, she's almost twice as far along as she says.
Exactly.
This is all about the parents.
Definitely.
Okay.
All right,
got it?
thanks.
Well, Mary Beth and John say their 15-year-old daughter Marie has become distant and angry and really is just no longer the charming, talented, honor roll child from just a few years ago. Now, Marie's name and face were plastered all over missing posters and the news this year because the teen ran away 3 times, sold stolen items, and took their car. She doesn't have a license. She just took the car. So Mary Beth and John installed these security cameras in their home, took their daughter's phone, removed her bedroom door and Wi-Fi, and even bolted her window shut. But these parents say Marie still manages to just leave whenever she wants to. Take a look.
My daughter Marie is out of control.
My daughter is turning my life upside down.
These are bad people. That's why I'm worried.
My daughter has completely changed. She's no longer the little girl that I raised. She's hostile, she's distant, deceitful, dishonest.
You cheat us. You make a mess. You
cheat. When she was little, she loved to dance. She loved to sing.
My daughter Marie was a good student and seemed to like school. But now she seems to be in a nosedive.
School just started 6 weeks ago, and she already has 32 absent.
in our house, we always want to have a camera to see if she sneak out, what time she sneak out.
We cannot trust her.
We ask her point blank, where have you been? What have you been doing? Who was with you? And we get no answers.
My daughter is a chronic liar.
Marie has been shoplifting.
This is from the store.
A few months ago, our daughter stole the keys to one of our cars and took it out joyriding in the middle of the night. At 4:30 a.m., we confronted her at the door.
I was very mad. I slapped her face, and she doesn't care.
A few months ago, Marie ran away from home. Our daughter stole $100 cash from her mother, also stole her mother's passport, and used it to pose as her own mother to rent the Airbnb. We notified the police. They put out a missing child alert.
Thousands of people already calling me saying, where's your daughter? What happened to your daughter? We saw the news.
The detective told us you can sue her for a fraud.
Marie returned home. We confronted her at the door and demanded her cell phone and her backpack. She refused to give up either one of them.
We're struggling, pulling each other. I took that phone and she bit me. We tried everything, but it's like nothing works.
Well, sadly, the story doesn't end there. Mary Beth and John say their daughter claims she is now pregnant. But they're not sure what to believe at this point.
At one point, we discovered that my daughter had a number of condoms in her room. We took them away from her immediately. She then claimed that if she ever got pregnant, it was going to be our fault because we had taken her condoms.
A few weeks ago, my daughter told me she's pregnant. It blew my mind. I screamed. I cried a lot.
I was very upset. It was a mixture of anger and helplessness. Our daughter sat there silently. Her mother took our daughter to a clinic to determine the status of her pregnancy. And under state law, that clinic does not have to share the information with the parents, and Marie asked that it not be shared.
At this moment, we want to know if she's really pregnant or not.
You're going to regret what I'm going to do soon to you. That's why I need to know if you're pregnant.
My daughter can't even take care of herself. How is she going to raise a child?
I don't know what to do. I talked to our pastors and we pray for this. God answer Dr. Phil. He's the answer of our prayers.
Well, I'm glad you're here, and I assume you guys are glad you're here because you're looking for reinforcement, right? You're
Yes,
looking
sir.
for help.
Yes.
You're in two very different situations, and I'm going to talk to you guys as a pair of parents, and then I'm going to talk to you separately because there are some differences between you here. Mary Beth, at this point, you're not sure whether she's pregnant or not.
No, all I have is that pregnancy test that, she showed it to me. And every time we go to the hospital.
Because she showed you a positive pregnancy test.
Yes.
But then she also showed you a negative pregnancy test.
That's from the clinic. because she said she put a water on it. She doesn't want to show that, because she doesn't want to take us there.
Well, and then there have been writings in her diary, right?
Yes. In her diary, right, she's ready to be a mom. Like she want to buy diapers, baby shower and everything.
In the diary entry, there's a shopping list.
Yes.
One of the things is a shopping list. She's written, here's all the things I need being pregnant. I need diapers, newborn clothes, pacifiers, hospital bag, car seat, stroller, shower seats. It's a wish list for a mom. Here's all the things I need. Yes. If she's pregnant, how far along is she?
Even her, I think probably she's now 3 months. 3 months pregnant, maybe 12 or 13 weeks.
Okay, 12 or 13 weeks. Okay, prenatal care?
I tried to bring her to the clinic. She doesn't want to. In that way, they can ultrasound. They give a vitamin, something like that. But twice she declined.
So she's getting no prenatal care?
No.
John, you're the adoptive father here.
Yes, I am.
Since 4 years of age.
Correct.
Okay. And you both describe her as, at one point in her life, for most of her life, being very charming and fun.
Yes.
Dancing.
Yes, she loved to dance.
Very outgoing, energetic, engaging child, right?
That is correct.
When did this turn?
I think when she turned like middle school, like end of middle school, like 8th grade, she started.
And you think it's because she started hanging out with the wrong crowd?
Yes.
And now she is the wrong crowd.
She is the bad influence.
Right. Let me get a handle on this, because I made a list of, according to what you guys say are the most troublesome behaviors, just so I make sure I've got a handle on it. According to you guys, she's run away 3 times. She's driven your car without a license. She lies. She shoplifts. She sells stolen items that she didn't steal, but somebody gave to her. She fences them, essentially.
Yes.
She took your ID, pretended to be you, and rented an Airbnb. She's having unprotected sex, won't go to school, and sneaks out.
Yes.
Now, out of all of that, I'm really curious. What's been your primary reaction to these things?
Every time, we're like all surprised every time she do something like this. And sometimes I'm questioning, like, she's been in psychiatric hospital.
But what do you do about it?
We took like cell phone. We take it off from the Wi-Fi. We took her door so I can always see what she's doing.
What are you willing to do?
Anything we can to get our daughter back on track, because right now she's headed down the wrong path and seems to be in a steep nosedive to nowhere.
Well, you're not really willing to do anything because you really haven't done anything. You said we've tried everything. That's not true. The one thing that she's shown any judgment about whatsoever was taking steps to protect herself sexually. And so you went in her room and took those safeguards and threw them away.
But see, we didn't give her those condoms. We didn't give her permission.
No, you took them away.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we took them away.
And, she shoplifted the condoms before. She could shoplift again. There was no way to prevent that. But we didn't take away resources.
Why take them away? Because you wanted her to have unprotected sex?
No, we wanted her to stop.
Yeah,
that'll work.
Yes.
What can I say?
Yeah,
we're not perfect parents. We're still learning as we go. I see your point. I absolutely do.
And I think because probably we're very conservative people. And I know right now we have to, I think, face that reality.
But you understand, taking them away doesn't flip off the sex button.
I know.
Understood.
I mean, you wish it would. Honestly, I get it. I guess you wish it would.
Right. And, we discovered these, and it was like, well, what are we going to do? And we made a snap decision, and we acted on it without thinking of those long-term consequences, without thinking that.
Well, I'm just saying this for the future.
Absolutely. Yes. And I see your point. I understand it.
Yeah.
All right, got you. All right, Mary Beth and John say they have seen both positive and negative pregnancy test results from their 15-year-old daughter. But Marie showed one of my producers something that she claims will answer her parents' questions once and for all. I'm going to show you what that is when we come back.
I get the result from your first checkup. It's negative.
That's not true.
Then this will tell the truth.
Give me water.
Why will I give you water? I need pee.
So I can pee.
You're being smart aleck to us. Okay, we didn't take you to the hospital. Go there, check your urine now. If you prove to me that you're pregnant, then I will believe.
Medical appointments, like any expectant mother, prenatal visits. We got a nastygram saying you missed your appointments.
Mary Beth and her husband John say they are extremely concerned about their 15-year-old daughter Marie, who could be pregnant. She says she is, and she says she isn't. The problem is they have seen both positive and negative pregnancy test results, and they're just downright confused. But she showed us something that she claims her parents are not aware of. This is an alleged sonogram that she's taken, and this is her screensaver on her phone. She's now made it her screensaver on her phone. Have y'all seen this?
I have not.
You haven't seen it?
She always hide the phone from us.
Yeah. Well, she showed it to our producer really quick and then snatched it away. And we got a quick snap of it, and there's a glare, and it's kind of fuzzy because it was kind of like,
Yeah.
but if you look at it, this would be the head, and then the body would come down here and back around like that. And she says that she's about 12 weeks. Okay, well, we spoke to some physicians, some OBGYNs, and we had them look at this, as poor an image as it is, and do some comparisons here. And this is, when you look at this is a 12-week-old sonogram for a 12-week-old. And then this is the sonogram for a 22-week-old. And they said, in their trained opinion, the formation of the head here suggests that if this is a legitimate sonogram, and it is her sonogram, that she is more likely in the second trimester and 22 weeks pregnant, not 12. Now, who knows if that's her sonogram or not? If it had been a good enough image, we would have been able to scan it and test it and see if she pulled it off the internet and just claimed it as her own, because I've done a number of fake pregnancy scams here, and they do that. They go on the internet and they pull off fake sonogram pictures and claim them as her own, and her picture doesn't have her name. See the code numbers on the others where it has patient identifying information and all? None of that's on hers. So it might be hers and it might not. But the trained professionals say that whoever it is, they're more likely 22 weeks. And I tell you that to tell you this. If that's true, she's in the 22nd week, and there's no prenatal care here. And that's just irresponsible. That's just terrible. If she's doing drugs, if she's drinking, and she's not getting proper prenatal care, that could be creating real high-risk scenarios for this child.
And we've made that effort. We've acted under the assumption that she is pregnant. We have scheduled medical visits that she has worked to avoid. We had one day coordinated with her to pick her up from school, to take her to a medical appointment. Her response was to skip class and leave the campus. So that we got there, she was nowhere around.
No, her response has been worse than that, actually. She has actually threatened violence against you, right?
Yes.
Are you aware of this?
I've had inklings of that. Her mother discovered her journal and took images of those pages and showed them to me. I don't have copies. I didn't read them completely, but I did see some very dark things in there.
Yeah. She says she's ganged up at this point.
Yeah.
And that she's involved with these gangbangers, and that at any time that you take her away and that she fails to report in with her gang-banging buddies, that they will automatically go on an assassin run and come and kill you all.
I don't believe that for a moment.
Yeah.
I think those are the dark fantasies of a angry teenage girl.
Well, according to her, she has been hanging with these gangbangers. She has witnessed them murder, rob, beat people to death. And if that's true, I'm sure she's going to be a real gang favorite when they find out that she is going around telling everybody this and writing it down so it can be given to the authorities. And it wouldn't be very hard to find out who this gang is, which then now gives the police probable cause to fall on them like a ton of bricks. So I'm sure she's going to be a real favorite with that bunch.
Yeah, we hope she doesn't cross anybody like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but this, again, she's just not thinking. You know, you don't.
It's just not.
It's true.
You just don't do that. So exactly what did 15-year-old Marie do when she ran away? Why did she leave? We'll be right back.
My daughter Marie is out of control.
It doesn't matter. We say yes or no.
Our entire household is walking on eggshells.
My daughter is always moody all the time. I'm always scared to approach her. She's like boss in our house.
Give me water.
We have no influence with this girl. We have no leverage with her. She's holding all the cards.
We're back with John and his wife, Mary Beth. Now, they say they're frustrated that they can't seem to control their 15-year-old daughter Marie's behavior, which includes stealing, running away, and possibly getting pregnant due to having unprotected sex. If you were looking at this from the outside in, it would seem odd that a child is running roughshod over adults, right?
Yes.
I mean, until you're in the barrel, it seems odd, right? What's your profession, John?
I'm a employee of the federal government, IT specialist.
Uh-huh. You have a lot of responsibilities, right?
Yes, I do. What we do is critical to a large segment of our population.
Yeah, and don't give me any details because you might have to kill me. I understand. But I mean, you're a very responsible professional and charged with a lot of responsibilities. And but you got a 15-year-old jerking you around like you're on a string. And I want to talk to you separate from you because you mentioned something earlier, and I want to be very selfish on your behalf right now. You are in a very vulnerable position here because if this child decides to go and fabricate some story that you have molested her, beaten her, done all manner of things, the system is designed to believe and protect her. And until otherwise proven, you're not going to be innocent until proven guilty. You're going to be guilty until proven innocent.
That is absolutely correct. And that has crossed my mind. She has never done anything like that or threatened to do anything like that, but I know that she could ruin my career and take away my livelihood with a word.
Two things are apparent to me. Number one, she's fully capable of doing that. And number two, if I was going to make a list of 1,000 guys that would be guilty of what she might accuse you of, I was going to say you would be at the bottom of the list. You wouldn't even be on the list. So I want to go on record right now as saying that she could do a lot of things. She's made terroristic threats against you, both to have you murdered. And you don't take those seriously, but we know where her mind goes. Yeah. So for her mind to go here is fully possible. And should that ever come up, I want you to take a copy of this and hand it to the people that this is something that is not atypical for this kind of a teenager in this kind of a situation. And if that ever does come up, you call me second. You call your lawyer first, you call me second.
Will do, sir. Thank you.
Because you shouldn't be living under that kind of fear. Who here has listened to one of my podcasts? Raise your hand. Uh-huh. The rest of you I'll see after the show. Look, you do want to be part of my podcast community. It's at Dr. Phil Podcast. It's on Twitter, Instagram, and Dr. Phil in the Blanks. That's PHIL in the blanks on Facebook. And I read all of your comments, including this from Jasmine said, when is the next episode going to be available? I'm on the edge of my seat with this case. What she's talking about is my true crime podcast. And the one I'm doing right now is called The Devil Beside Me, the Chris Watts story. Husband, father, killer. You all remember the Chris Watts story, right? He's a family annihilator. He killed his wife, Shanann. She was pregnant with their son, Nico. And then he killed his two innocent children, Bella and Celeste. I remember Bella's last words are, you aren't going to do to me, Daddy, what you did to Cece, are you? And it's just horrific what he did. And I'm doing a very deep analysis on what happened. This is in my podcast called Mystery and Murder Analysis by Dr. Phil. It's a series. And in episode 5, the final chapter, which is just out now, it's really talking about what Chris's life is like in prison now. He's making bizarre claims that he sees and speaks to his dead family. And there's a new woman in his life. Who would want to date this guy? But there are even more unbelievable revelations to come. Episode 5 is available now. Brandy wrote to me on Twitter saying, Shanann, Bella, Celeste, and Nico will always be in my mind and heart. I will never forget their names and faces. I will never stop praying for her family. If you want to hear all the episodes, download and subscribe for free on Apple Podcasts or your favorite podcast app like Stitcher. You can find more at drphilpodcast.com. And when you go there, you'll also find my wife's new podcast as well called I've Got a Secret with Robin McGraw. And she has way too much fun on that podcast. Let's get back to today's episode. I've got to point some things out to you. Look, I believe this about parenting. I think we should avoid confrontation with our children at every possible turn. Always avoid confrontation. You want to influence, redirect, motivate, inspire, do everything you can. Avoid head-to-head confrontation at every turn. But if you cannot, do not ever lose. Do not ever lose. Not one time, not ever. Because when you do, you're working for them. And I want to point something out here. And I've pulled these videos out to show you what I'm talking about. She took your car. Okay? Now, this is the conversation you had about that. So let's take a look at this.
There's a lot of scratches. What have you been hitting?
I'm not denying that I hit the clutch.
Yeah, because you can't deny.
Okay. Now, listen to this again here.
There's a lot of scratches. What have you been hitting?
I think you're missing the point. The conversation is, you stole my car.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you say, I've done everything. No, you haven't. That's what we call grand theft auto. That's what we call grand theft auto. And when a child says, okay, you can kiss my ass, I'm going to do whatever I want to, take my phone, tell me you're going to take my computer, take the hinges off of my door. I don't care. I'm going to do whatever I want to do because I'm running things around here. Oh, really? You just stole my car. That's grand theft auto. Tell it to the judge. If they want to put it at that level, you have to be able to go to that level.
No,
Mary Beth had to talk me out of calling the police that night because that was my first inclination.
Yeah.
And when
I
we
stopped
confronted her at the door upon her return, I said, give me the car keys. You stole my car.
I stopped him for calling the police.
Let's go on.
I'm not denying that I hit the clutch.
Yeah, because you.
Honestly, I'm not denying I hit the car. Case closed. Lassie could prosecute this case. She just admitted it on videotape. Yes, I took your car and ran into stuff with it. I don't want to put your daughter in jail. I don't want your daughter to go to jail. That's your daughter's choice, not yours. You have made every reasonable attempt to handle this inside the family, to say, look, we're going to have some rules here, and you're going to have to play by them. And if she tells you to go jump in the damn lake, and you're living there with the threat of losing your career and you going to jail. I did a story with a girl months from her age who put her father in jail twice, but she steals your car and wrecks it, which, by the way, you're liable for whoever she ran into because you own the car, you have the insurance, and you also have foreseeability because it's happened before and you know it and you did nothing about it. Mary Beth and John sent lots of security cam footage, and I'm going to take a very close look and reveal to them some serious behavior issues that they overlooked. And I'm not talking about their daughter. That's next.
My daughter's attitude towards me has changed. She no longer calls me Papa. She refers to me by my first name, John. She says I'm her stepfather. One time my daughter was at her friend's house and told that family that she was being abused at home. That family called the police. I'm very afraid of what my daughter might do next.
At night, we lock our room. I'm always scared she's gonna steal something.
I'm afraid of what she might do. She might claim that I touched her inappropriately, and next thing you know, I'm going to be face down on the ground with a cop's knee on the back of my neck.
Well, I'm afraid for you, John. John says that he is afraid of his own daughter, and Mary Beth can't sleep because she has to guard the house so her 15-year-old daughter won't escape. Now, she said something interesting. She said, the reason I'm laughing all the time when they're telling me something is because they're the ones that should be afraid. Because I've got the power and I got the muscle. They mess with me, they're going to pay. Now, are these the grandiose rantings of somebody living in fantasy land? Maybe so. There's another video that I wanted to point out. This is when you were talking to her in bed.
A way to make easy money. This guy, will help you make easy money. Sometimes they would find stuff for us, and then we would, go sell it for more.
Don't you know maybe those stuff they give to you are stolen?
We knew.
We knew. So, again, this wild, wise, and worldly teen has now confessed again on videotape that, yes, I have been in receipt of stolen goods and then fencing them. Those are two independent felonies. On top of grand theft auto, so she doesn't quite have the leverage here that she thinks she does. But as long as you play this the way you're playing it, she thinks she's holding all of the cards and she's running you two around like she's got a cattle prod. And she's out of control because she has a misperception about how things are going. Now, this is not a good parenting strategy. I would never recommend this if you had done some things differently before now. Just so you know, I'm going to write on this for you, just so you know, out of her behavior, driving a car without a license, that's criminal behavior. Shoplifting, criminal behavior. Selling stolen items, criminal behavior. Fraud with credit card, criminal behavior. That's identity theft, criminal behavior. Failing to go to school, truancy, criminal behavior. Those are all crimes. They're all prosecutable conduct on her part. You've scolded her. You've grounded her. You've put up security cameras, I guess because you just want to watch her commit crimes. I don't know. You don't do a damn thing about it. You just say, yep, there she goes. Yep, here she comes. She takes your car, you do nothing about it. Don't you do that anymore. Give me your phone. No. Okay. She's just stonewalling you. that means she's precipitating a confrontation. You have to take it to the next level.
And we want her to straighten her life out early before she goes too far down that wrong path.
Yeah, because she's real close to being considered an adult. And once she commits these crimes as an adult, you don't even get a vote. She gets in your car and hits a woman with a baby carriage in a crosswalk, you become observers. You lose all control then. Marie told producers that she's not happy with all of her parents' rules. Well, I'm not happy with her behavior. We've got the tail wagging the dog here, and I'm going to tell you what I think needs to happen next.
My daughter Marie had essentially everything that we could provide for her. She had her own room, her own television, her own cell phone, sleepovers.
She have an expensive party if she wants party.
I was the softy parent. I was the teddy bear, the pushover.
I'm the mean one. I'm the one like always screaming in the house, yelling. I'm always been the strict one.
I'm afraid that my little girl is gone forever. The sweet, happy little girl that I adopted and raised has been replaced by a hostile stranger.
Well, 15-year-old Marie told our producers that she doesn't get along with her parents, doesn't want to follow their rules, so she's just basically doing what she wants to do. Now, she's not out here. She's back in the green room. I'm not going to bring her out here, but I am willing to go chat with her for a few minutes with y'all's permission.
Please do.
And I wouldn't talk to her without your permission. But I'm interested in what her attitude is. After our conversation, I think you probably realize you've tried everything that you can do in the normal course of parenting, but she's gone outside the normal course of behavior. And she's the one dictating what happens at this point. Are you willing to do whatever is necessary to protect her from herself?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, if it requires pulling the trigger on some of these things and having her held accountable, are you prepared to do that, or are you going to go back home and let her continue to do what she's doing?
No, we want to help her, and we understand that if nothing changes, we're going to go back to the same old situation that we're in now.
But I don't want to go back there and talk to her if you don't have the appetite for doing what it takes to get her under control.
We will. We will try our best to, face the consequences. It's hard, but we will try.
Your enthusiasm is underwhelming.
We will.
She's going to have every opportunity to modulate her behavior and participate. I'll provide family counseling. I'll do everything I can to give her an opportunity to ameliorate these consequences. But if she doesn't, she has to understand when you choose the behavior, you choose the consequences, and they are dire. You're in danger, John. I'm worried. I've seen it. I'm just worried for you. You don't deserve to have someone like this ruin your life.
No, and let's not lose sight of the fact that we love our daughter and we want what's best for her. And we're really conflicted. We're really torn because we have this stranger in our house engaging in criminal activity, hostile. She's separated herself from her family. She no longer interacts with us. And, we're frustrated. We're out of options. We don't know what else to do.
I'm going to go talk to her.
Yes.
Okay?
Thank you.
You want to talk to me?
Today on Dr. Phil.
You got 10 seconds to sit down and talk to me, and if you don't, you're not going to believe what happens next.
She's 15?
You've confessed to multiple felonies on tape.
Out of control.
Grand theft auto, credit card fraud, theft of identification. And are you pregnant? She needs to take a pregnancy test. She needs to take it today.
There's no negotiating. Take the test.
Maria's resisting taking the pregnancy test.
She's on the floor, whining and crying and making excuses.
And hours later.
You need a bottled water? Can you get a pillow and a blanket? We're not leaving.
She took that drinking water and diluted the test. So we brought in a nurse.
We have run out of patience with our daughter. We're done.
Will she take the pregnancy test?
I don't understand.
Today's going to be a changing day in your life. You've never had anybody working harder to bring you to the threshold of change than right now. On our last episode, I sat down with Mary Beth and her husband, John, who say their 15-year-old daughter Marie's name and face were plastered all over missing posters and the news because she ran away 3 times. According to her parents, Marie also sold stolen items, took their car without a license or permission, and swiped her mother's credit card and used it to charge an Airbnb room to party with her friends. So, Mary Beth and John installed these security cameras all over their house, removed her bedroom door, and bolted her window shut, only for Marie to not only sneak out of the house again, but, according to her, return home pregnant.
Her mother took our daughter to a clinic to determine the status of her pregnancy. And under state law, that clinic does not have to share the information with the parents, and Marie asked that it not be shared.
In the diary entry, there's a shopping list. I need diapers, newborn clothes, pacifiers, hospital bag.
Right now, her daughter headed down the wrong path and seems to be in a steep nosedive to nowhere.
The one thing that she's shown any judgment about whatsoever was taking steps to protect herself sexually.
But see, we didn't give her those condoms. We didn't give her permission.
No, you took them away.
Yes, we did.
Why take them away? Because you wanted her to have unprotected sex?
No, we wanted her to stop.
Yeah,
Oh, that'll work. If she's pregnant, how far along is she?
Probably she's now 3 months.
This is an alleged sonogram she's taken. Have y'all seen this?
I have not.
She always hide the phone from us.
She says that she's about 12 weeks. Okay, well, we spoke to some physicians, and they said, in their trained opinion, that she is more likely in the second trimester and 22 weeks pregnant, not 12.
We have no influence with this girl. We have no leverage with her. She's holding all the cards.
This child decides to go and fabricate some story. The system is designed to believe and protect her. You're not going to be innocent until proven guilty. You're going to be guilty until proven innocent.
She could ruin my career and take away my livelihood with a word.
There's a video that I wanted to point out.
Don't you know maybe those stuff they give to you are stolen?
We knew.
This wild, wise, and worldly teen has now confessed again on videotape that, yes, I have been in receipt of stolen goods and then fencing them. Those are 2 independent felonies. She doesn't quite have the leverage here that she thinks she does. She's not out here. She's back in the green room. I'm not going to bring her out here, but I am willing to go chat with her with y'all's permission.
Please do.
But I don't want to go back there and talk to her if you don't have the appetite for doing what it takes to get her under control.
We'll try our best to, face the consequences.
We're frustrated. We're out of options. We don't know what else to do.
I'm going to go talk to her.
Yes.
Okay? I'm about to meet Marie, who is in the green room. Now, I've heard that she isn't sure if she wants to talk to me. Whatever happens, her face will not be shown in order to protect her identity. Knock, knock. How are you? Yeah, you want to talk to me?
No.
Well, sit down a minute. I want to talk to you.
I don't know if it's good.
Yeah?
I don't know why they're pointing the cameras at me.
We're not going to show your face to anybody. You going to let her mic you?
No.
Okay, well, you can listen then. You want to stand or you want to sit? Okay. So I've been talking to your parents. They tell me that your attitude is pretty much that you're going to do what you want to do when you want to do it, and there's not anything they can really do about it. So there's not much point in being here, right? We should just shut this down and head out. Do you want to answer that question? Okay, let me let you hear this. In about 15 minutes, you're going to be begging to talk to me. Because in about 15 minutes, your options are going to get 0, girl. In about 15 minutes, you're going to go, no, wait a minute, I want to talk to you. I'm sorry, I want to talk to you because I don't want to do what's getting ready to happen. I want to talk to you. And you know what's going to happen when you do? I'm going to have moved on to the next thing, and it's going to be too late. So if you want to talk to me, you need to talk to me right now, because in 15 minutes, you're going to really want to talk to me to try to negotiate getting out of what's getting ready to happen. And I'm giving you a chance to do it right now. And if you want to do it, you got 10 seconds to sit down and talk to me. And if you don't, you're not going to believe what happens next. So take it or leave it.
I want to go home.
Well, that's not an option, because there are going to be a lot of things happen. Going home ain't one of them.
Why?
So you want to talk to me, put on a mic and sit down and talk to me. And if you don't, I'm out. Take it or leave it. I don't care. I'm not your parents. Okay? Gotcha. So understand, I gave you a chance. And you're declining to talk to me, correct?
So I just want to go home. I don't know what's about to happen.
Do you understand? I gave you a chance to talk to me. You sit down and talk to me or don't. This is your last chance.
If I sit down and talk, will you tell me what's about to happen? Because I want to go home.
You don't tell me what I'm going to tell you or don't. If you will sit down and talk to me, you sit down and talk to me, you answer my questions or you don't. But I'm not going to tell you what I want to tell you. I'll tell you what I want you to know. That's what you get to hear. You don't manipulate me. You want to talk to me, you sit down and talk to me. If you don't. I don't care whether you do or you don't. I'm just telling you 15 minutes from now, you're going to be begging to talk to me, and it's going to be too late. I'm just telling you 15 minutes from now, you're going to be begging to talk to me, and it's going to be too late.
All right, I'll talk.
I didn't think she would do it.
Question number one, what are you so angry about?
I'm always angry.
I know. Why? You said the reason that you're always laughing and don't answer your parents is because if you disappear for 2 or 3 days, that people are going to come to your house and kill your whole family.
Who said that?
You did.
When did I say that?
You wrote it down. You said you're rolling with gangbangers, and if they try to send you away and you don't show up for 3 days, that your gangbanging buddies are going to go to your house and kill your whole family. That you've seen them murder people, beat people to death, rob people, and that that's what they're going to do for you if your parents do anything you don't want them to do. It's in your handwriting. You wrote it down.
Mm-hmm.
Does that seem like a reasonable thing for a person to say?
It felt reasonable at the time.
So you're in a gang?
No, I said I knew people.
Well, you say that you're in a gang and that your fellow gang members will kill your parents. That's what you say here. You say, I'm in a gang and my fellow gang members will kill my parents.
I never meant like I'm in a gang, because I never did none of that stuff.
Uh-huh. And you say that you have seen them do drive-bys, you've seen them murder people, rob people, and beat them to death.
The robbing stuff, yeah, but
How you think they're going to feel when they know that you've said all of this on national television?
well, I mean, my faces, but I never mentioned any names.
Why would you say that? Why would you even think about having your parents killed?
I never thought it like I was actually about to do it. I would say that because I knew she looked at my stuff.
So you wanted her to see it. Are you pregnant?
Yeah, but that's not something I want to talk about.
Do you know who the father is?
Mm-hmm.
Where's he in all of this?
He's a part of it.
Uh-huh. How far along are you?
3 months, 4.
Uh-huh. Are you getting prenatal care?
No.
But you understand, if you're pregnant, then your child is going through some formative stages right now. You owe it to your child to make sure they're getting proper care. And I'll help you do that. I'll help you get that set up so you can make sure your baby's being taken care of.
I don't need help with that. That's not something I want to talk about.
Well, I do want to talk about it because I have a duty to that child. And if you're not taking care of that child, I'm what's called a mandated reporter. And I have to make sure that child's being taken care of. So if you're not going to take care of the child, then that's good to know. So you're refusing prenatal care?
I'm not refusing it.
Well, I just offered you prenatal care. You said I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, I don't need it from you guys. Like, I'm figuring it out on my own.
Why are you in such a battle with your parents?
Sometimes they're just strict, I guess, like too strict.
Do you love your mother?
Yeah,
Love your father?
no,
Why not?
I just don't.
That's a list of the behaviors that your parents say they have a problem with. You curious about those check marks?
No. Yeah,
I just put those on there. Those check marks are by all the things that are criminal behaviors, that are all still within the statute of limitations, that are all prosecutable, like grand theft auto, credit card fraud, theft of identification, shoplifting, receiving and selling stolen property. Those are all things that are felonies, and they're also things that you've confessed to on videotape.
I never confessed to the stolen item thingies, like selling and
Really?
get it. A way to make easy money. This guy, like, will help you make easy money. Sometimes they would find stuff for us, and then we would, like, go sell it for more.
Don't you know maybe those stuff they give to you are stolen?
We knew.
So why are you involving with this? Do you know you're going to be in trouble?
Guys would get us stuff. Didn't you know it was stolen? Yeah, we knew. We would sell it for more. So we knew it was stolen. They gave it to us. We fenced it for more. That's a confession. Grand theft auto? You stole your parents' car?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of scratches. What have you been hitting?
I'm not denying that I hit the car.
Yeah, because you can't deny it because you're abused. You took the car.
There were a lot of times when I would turn and I never thought I hit the car, and maybe I did. Well, I did obviously, but I just didn't like check.
Said you took the car. You said you hit something else with it. You confessed to taking the car and crashing it. So you're telling your parents you're going to do what you want to do when you want to do it, and there's nothing they can do about it. Well, actually, there is. You've confessed to multiple felonies on tape. You want to be a hard case, we'll be a hard case. I come in here, you lay up against the wall, you don't want to talk to me, you're rude to my staff, you're acting like you're some kind of hard case gangbanger, then we'll treat you like a hard case gangbanger.
I was told that I was going to go home after this.
Yeah, that was an option. Your parents have a duty to protect yourself from yourself. And you either cooperate in doing that or you don't. Either way, they have a duty to protect you from you. And you can do it easy or you can do it hard, but you're going to have to do it either way. So what do you want to do?
Just go home.
Go home and continue doing what you're doing? Go home and continue rolling with your gangbanging buddies? Go home and keep running away? Go home and not go to school? Go home and take the car whenever you want to? Go home and continue to behave like you're some kind of street thug? That's just simply not an option. Okay, can I have the parents come in, please? Thank you for coming back. You guys have been listening to our conversation
Yes,
so
we
far?
have.
What do you think about our conversation so far?
You've seen some of the reluctance and belligerence we encounter at home.
What do you think about where we are at this point?
I don't think anything's changed. She wants to go home. Beyond that, she doesn't have a plan. She's not willing to meet us halfway or discuss possible solutions or changes in her behavior. And, we want to make the situation better. I'm not sure that she does.
You can either participate in this conversation and give them some reason to believe that there's some sort of different agenda here or not. It's up to you. Because my advice to you is the last thing you do is take this sullen, chip on the shoulder, I don't have to do a damn thing you tell me, attitude child back home and go right back into the pressure cooker that you were in. That is the last thing I would do. I would either find someplace else for her to go, or I would prosecute her and file multiple charges against her and have her arrested, and do not hire her a lawyer. Let those chips fall where they will, and let her spend the next 4 years in jail until she reaches 18 or 19 years old. Whatever. She's either going to get involved and get in the game, or she's not. But I would refuse to be held hostage in my own home by a hostile child with this attitude. You're not willing to work with these guys to try to put anything together. So
you guys are not telling me like what you want to do.
I've yet to hear you say you're sorry for anything or accept responsibility for your actions.
I do, like what I did was wrong. I know that.
But when we confront you over your misconduct, you didn't say, I'm sorry, it'll never happen again, or man, that was a huge mistake. None of that. You clam up and you wait for us to, finish confronting you. We wait for the storm to blow over. So, I mean, you're not accepting responsibility for your actions. You don't show any remorse for what you do. And your misbehavior is escalating. It's getting worse. We're scared. We're frustrated. We're frightened. We're angry. Nothing we can do or say seems to get through to you. We're at a loss. We don't know what to do next. But we still care about you. We still love you. We still want to help you become the wonderful person we know you can be. We want the best for you. You can tell everybody in the world you don't love them anymore. You can call me by my first name, as long as you do that from a happy, safe, healthy place. And now you don't have just yourself to consider. You've got your unborn child to consider. And that includes prenatal visits. That includes getting,
first off, we need to find out if she's pregnant.
Yes, that's tantamount.
I mean, she needs to take a pregnancy test. She needs to take it today. And if she's not willing to take a pregnancy test to confirm that objectively, then all bets are off. Are you willing to take a pregnancy test now? Okay, you can go with her right now and take a pregnancy test. While she's doing that, we should just take a few minutes. Let's just get down to brass tacks here, okay? She's either pregnant or she's not. And if she's willing to take the pregnancy test, she probably is. And at that point, number one is you need to run, not walk, to a physician that can close the gap on the prenatal care that hasn't been done. That needs to happen immediately. And then you have to make a decision as to whether or not you think she can do enough of an attitude adjustment to handle this on an outpatient basis. Whether we can get family counseling in that can come in and work with you intensively on an outpatient basis to turn this situation around. And I'm happy to marshal the resources and bring that to bear. And if you don't, then we have to investigate every possible resource that is available for inpatient care for a pregnant teen, and that narrows the options a fair amount. Doesn't eliminate them, but narrows the options. You guys are going to need to do a crash course in parenting about how to handle someone that's in this position. And the third option is, if she wants to stonewall, is prosecute her. Now, I would recommend treatment options before prosecution, But that's up to her. If she wants to, act like a hard case, then I would do that before I would do nothing.
We have run out of patience with our daughter. We're done. And
I understand.
Things have to change. And she has to want that change because she can resist.
Well, no, that's not true. I understand. Eventually she has to want that change. But if you sit around waiting for her to want to do something now, you and I are going to get a lot balder. You just have to decide, we're going to do this, whether you want to do it or you don't, we're going to do it. And then you hope that eventually you put her in a program that's a meritocracy where she has no privileges, she has nothing until she begins to behave in a constructive way where she begins to say, wow, there is a direct cause and effect relationship between my attitude and conduct and my quality of life. And in a controlled environment, you can demonstrate that. But you have the right as her parents to compel her to go.
See, the last thing I had with my daughter was our relationship, and she has ended that. I have nothing left to lose.
How are you doing in here?
You're not going anywhere, so take it. There's no negotiating. Take the test.
This could be an all-day sucker. Like right now, she's resisting taking the test.
The bottled water? Okay. Thank you. Allison, can you get a pillow and a blanket, please? We're not leaving. And if she's not taking it, she'll sleep on the floor in the bathroom. Thank you. There you go.
Nurse Ellen should be here in 20 minutes.
She's saying she needs water.
Yeah, that's what she's been doing.
Yeah, well, I'm very
Excuses.
patient. I'm very patient. Yes. I'll be here tonight at midnight if that's what it takes. I'm in for a penny, in for a pound.
Thank you.
Okay?
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much.
All right, we'll talk again in
Thank
just a
you.
little bit.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks.
Okay, thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Hi. Dr. Phil wants her to take a test, and she's just been belligerent, refusing to take one, and then she has taken one, but then she poured water in it from her bottled water. Hi. Okay, so Marie, this is Nurse Ellen. So she took her test.
She did her test. I observed her, and we waited.
No, that's important information for your parents and Dr. Phil.
Well, she has been through unbelievable shenanigans. She's taken and contaminated this test over and over and over again. She wanted water to drink, so she could, have to go. And she took that drinking water and diluted the test where it wouldn't read properly. So we had to get another test. She contaminated that test. So we brought in a nurse and, had the nurse supervise, and she's done everything that she can until, they just told her, Dr. Phil's like a dog with a bone. He ain't going home. So you just knock yourself out. We got a whole stack of these, and, we can wait longer than you can. She took the test. She's not pregnant. She's not pregnant.
Wow. I don't understand why she did all this, why she put her family through this.
Power. Leverage. It's a way to run you around the mulberry bush. It's just power. It's control. That's why I said, that's why she makes the terroristic threats against you. That's why she does everything, because she wanted leverage and power. And that's how she gets it. It's like, what are you going to do to me now? I'm pregnant.
So we can harm her.
Yeah, you can't do anything. You can't do anything to me. You got to put me on a pillow and carry me around. You can't punish me. You can't do anything. Because if you do, you're punishing your grandchild.
Which brings me to another point. She might do everything she can now to get pregnant.
It's going to be real hard if you listen to what I'm going to tell you to do. Because, I think she needs to unplug. Now, there's a place that we've worked with across the years called the Wingate Wilderness Program. And this is among the best wilderness programs that I know about. We've had good experience with them across the years, and it is a life-changing outdoor experience. And I think that's what she needs to do. That's my recommendation.
Oh.
As opposed to taking her home and trying outpatient therapy or prosecuting her. I think this is a really good middle program where it's a structured environment with controls. It's therapeutic, it's educational, there's school, everything. So she's allowed to get back on track with what she's doing. And we're prepared to offer you that resource. We'll provide it.
Thank you so
if
much.
you'll put her there.
Yes, we agree.
Yes.
We
Now,
agree.
here's the deal. As you know from me talking to her before, I don't have a bit of trouble telling her or anybody else what they need to do. You need to tell her this. You need to own this. This is your time as a parent to step up and assert your authority as a parent. And tell her this. She's going to whine. She's going to cry. She's going to say, I don't want to do it. I want to go home. I'll be good. I promise. No, you're going.
No.
And he'll stand his ground.
Yeah.
You need to stand shoulder to shoulder with him.
Yeah.
Be a strong mom here.
Yeah, I know right now she might hate me, but one day she's going to thank me for what I'm doing for her.
Trust me. You'd a whole lot rather her be up there doing equine therapy and doing her academics and breathing fresh air into those lungs than finding her in the gutter somewhere because she OD'd with some drugs she didn't even know what was.
Yes. Thank you
All
so
right,
much,
thank
Doctor.
you very much.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate
a lot.
all your efforts on behalf of
Okay.
our family.
You bet. I appreciate you guys and your
So-
patience. I told John and Mary Beth to stand strong and remain firmly on the same page when telling their daughter Marie that she's going to Wingate Wilderness Therapy. But did they follow through? It would be the first time. Let's see what happens.
I think you know what brought us all to this point.
Why can't I just do like therapy at home?
It wasn't doing you any good. You weren't involved in it.
Yeah, because I wasn't like actually trying.
Right. And we don't expect that to change.
This is for your best. We're going to take you today, okay?
It is hoped that in the future, Marie will recognize that this was the best thing for her at this time and that she came out of it as a better person.
I know that place is a place that she will change.